Okay, so it's messy in here again, and I find that quite often I spend a lot of time, where did I put that screwdriver? Where did I put the hammer? Where's my glasses? So I need to try to be a little more organized, I guess, when it comes to that. But, update, okay, framing, we did that last time. Framing's all in. Windows are ready to go. Ceiling is now in, with insulation underneath. So pretty happy with that. To me, that makes a pretty big difference. So the paneling doesn't match. I knew I wouldn't be able to find the same kind of paneling that was already in here, and I didn't want to have to take out, you know, materials that were already, you know, usable and functional. Saving resources, saving time, saving money, saving all of that stuff. So when I was thinking about what I'm going to do on the inside, I decided that since I wouldn't be able to, I knew I wouldn't be able to match the paneling, that I would just paint on the inside. And I'd been deciding, do I want to paint or stain anyway. So I'm going to be painting the inside and putting up, you know, little molding strips at the seams, which is pretty common. I think it'll look fine. And that way it doesn't matter that the paneling doesn't match what's already in here. I'm hoping that the ceiling was the most difficult part of getting the paneling in, because that was very difficult. I think the walls are going to go a lot quicker and be a lot easier to do, because I won't be working over my head, and these sheets that I'll be working with are quite a bit smaller. I didn't do the corner here in the ceiling because I need to put the caps on the electricity, or on the lights there, and work around, figure out how I'm going to do this electric wire. I do want it to go through the cabinets. That was a good idea. So I need to figure out how I'm going to work the wire around the corner and get it back in here. I do have a plan for cabinets of how they're going to hang. I'll use cleats, and instead of closed cabinets, have some open shelving and make little boxes in the shelving for the outlets. I'm just going to need really one outlet probably over this kitchen area here, and then one outlet in the back. I'll still have this outlet, this little fancy one, that's going to go in this cabinet somewhere. I did want to put it here, but that would, I need to look at the size of the refrigerator that I'll be using to make sure that it won't interfere with the ventilation and actually getting a refrigerator in that space. I don't think it will, but I need to take some measurements and actually pick out a refrigerator first. If I don't put it there, I'll just put it, you know, right here on the inside, which that'll work too. I've got some options there, and it doesn't have to be right this second to do that. Pretty quick though, we're getting to that point. The rest of the inside, I've decided to keep as much of the flooring as I can. I was going to rip it out, but there really aren't many tears. There's a little bit of peeling on the edges, and where I kind of got anxious and started kind of tearing it up over here. But I've got a plan for that section. And the main floor, once it's washed, is not in bad shape, and it kind of adds a little character, and I'm okay with that. I like character. And it's a little something, you know, that's probably original to the camper. Keep some of that nostalgia in those pieces. And again, not taking up and destroying something that is still usable. Why do that? So it's coming along. And I've got a plan for the bathroom area to make it kind of a convertible thing. I know that sounds weird, a convertible bathroom, but I've got a plan, and we'll see how that works. The bed is really going to be my big kind of splurge, probably my biggest single expense on this. I'm going to see how much it costs to have custom mattresses made, cushions. This may be something that I'll be sleeping in, hopefully weeks at a time, perhaps months at a time. And I want to be comfortable when I'm sleeping. I don't want to wake up every morning with a backache. Kitchen cushions, you know, can be just regular foam. I'm not as concerned about that. I don't plan on really having guests that will be using this extra bed very often. Hopefully I can talk my son into taking a couple trips with me. But basically it's just going to be me in here. So when I was doing the ceiling, as I said, bought some insulation, stick it out there, put in a vapor barrier, and then before I did that, I put this what is this called? Duct tape, to mark where the studs are in the ceiling, so that when I was, these middle studs, so that when I was putting up the paneling, the ceiling, I would know where to put the staples. Yeah, so that's it. So the next part is going to be finishing the paneling in the front here, getting everything on those light